Dear listeners, I shall discuss on transistor admittance parameters, that is Y parameters. A transistor is a four-terminal network with input voltage Vi, output voltage Vo, input current II, output current Io. To discuss about Y parameters, we take input current II and output current Io are functions of input voltage Vi and output voltage Vo. That is, II is a function of Vi and Vo. Io is also a function of Vi and Vo. Therefore, dii equal to del ii by del Vi constant Vo dvi plus del ii by del Vo constant Vi dVo. Dio equal to del Io by del Vi Vo constant dVi plus del Io by del Vo Vi constant dVo. Vi and Vo are DC voltages. Their changes are AC voltages. Change in Vi dVi, it is AC voltages. It is AC voltage Vi, small vi, and dVo is small vo, output AC voltage, Vi input AC voltage. Similarly, II, Io, these are DC currents and their changes are AC currents. That is, dii is II, small ii. Dio is small io, output AC current. Now the above two equations can be written as II equal to Yi Vi plus YR Vo and Io equal to YF Vi plus YO Vo. This is equation 3 and it is equation 4, where Yi equal to del II by del Vi constant Vo, that is II small ii AC input current divided by AC input voltage Vi, Vo constant, that is dVo 0, that is small Vo output voltage 0, output AC voltage 0. So output is short circuited. So current by voltage, it is admittance or conductance, input admittance, and output is short circuited. That is short circuit input admittance. YI is the short circuit input admittance. YR equal to del II by del VO, VI constant, that is II by VO here VI constant, input capital VI constant, that is its change is 0, small vi 0. So it is a short circuit reverse transfer admittance. YR is the short circuit reverse transfer admittance. YF equal to del IO by del VI constant VO, that is IO by VI constant VO, small VO equal to 0. It is also an impedance, an admittance. It is also an admittance when output is short circuited, that is YF is the short circuit forward transfer admittance. YF is the short circuit forward transfer admittance. And YO equal to del IO by del VO constant VI, that is IO by VO VI equal to 0. It is also a short circuit output admittance. Short circuit output admittance. In equation 3 and 4, the parameters YI, YR, YF, YO are admittance parameters. These are admittance parameters, and its equivalent circuit is shown here. Equivalent circuit. From equation 3, II is divided into two branches, one along YI. YI is the input admittance and input voltage VI. Therefore, YI VI is the current along this branch. And another part of the current is YR VO. VO is the output voltage. YR is the reverse transfer admittance. It is a current source. Similarly, for equation 4, the circuit is this. IO, output current, is also divided into two parts, two branches. One is along YO. YO is the admittance of the output circuit. YO VO is the current through YO. And another part is YF VI. VI is the input voltage YF is the forward transfer admittance. Therefore, this current is YFVI. It is also a current source. Equation 3 and 4 are Y parameter equations, and its equivalent circuit is shown below. You see here. Thank you.